Welcome to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here is today's question. It said, who was the father-in-law of Moses? In Exodus, Reuel, Jethro, and Hobab are all described as his father-in-law. Please clarify. Well, whoever submitted this question, this is one of those great kind of whodunit kind of questions in the Bible. We know for a fact that Jethro was Moses' father-in-law. In fact, when Moses gets in trouble for killing the Egyptian, he runs out of Egypt for 40 years before the famous burning bush experience, that he marries a woman whose dad's name is Jethro, and he serves him and he tends his sheep. And even later when they go back in and they have the land of their own and they're free, it is Jethro, his father-in-law, that will give him the wisdom of organizing people according to their problems and him not having to deal with everything. So Jethro, primarily not a question at all. It's these other two individuals that we're dealing with that are described in like manner as far as the biblical record. Now, there are some that would say, well, maybe these were like nicknames for him or other names for him, because oftentimes in biblical days, people were named or known by the location that they lived or maybe the profession that they had. Is it possible that these other two names are just other names for Jethro? There's other people who would claim that because in the Old Testament, you see kind of a, quote, clan system of operation. By the way, I can describe that really clearly through the New Testament. Remember when Jesus Christ fed the famous 5,000? Now, 5,000 men is what the Bible says. But when he divided them out, he had them sit in companies of 50. And you kind of get the idea with the Old Testament tribal system that you had your group of 50, you had your group of, say, 100, 500, 5,000, whatever it may be. We even see this in the apostles. There were 12 apostles, but then there were the three, Peter, James, and John, that were the most intimate, and of course, John the Beloved, who was of the most intimate relationship with Jesus Christ. And so one of the thoughts is that these other two names are those that were, quote, in the clan of Jethro, maybe, quote, higher up or when they began to expand, but that Jethro was specifically the dad of the wife of Moses. So again, it's one of those vague questions that I know may keep some of you up late at night. And one of the difficulties is just getting into that Old Testament record in Exodus and in Numbers and such, and just trying to figure out how everybody is related. Here's what I want to share, though, as we wrap up the question. No matter who the father-in-law was of Moses, even if there were, quote, multiple men who had that significant role in his life, it was Moses who not only the Lord used to deliver the Jewish people from the hands of the Egyptians, but it was Moses in Deuteronomy 18:18 who said that when the Messiah would come, he would come in like manner as him. Jethro, significant figure in the biblical record, but Moses was the man who God utilized and prophesied and pictured the Messiah as coming through. Great question. I apologize if it's somewhat vague. It's just one of those questions. We don't have necessarily all the details. Maybe you have a question to ask. Submit it to AskJeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at AskJeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.